Hello there. Hi, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I used to be a student at the University of Guelph. I just recently graduated with a degree in Management Economics and Finance. That's my bachelor's degree. And now I've been out of school for a couple of months. This video today, I'm going to be telling you about the jobs that I've had and hope to have in the future with my degree from the University of Guelph. This video is going to come in 4 parts. So part 1 is the jobs that I went into the University of Guelph thinking I wanted. Part 2 is the internship that I had over the summer. Part 3 is the job that I currently have. And then part 4 is the job that I'm actively looking for. So if any of that is interesting to you, keep on watching this video. And if not, feel free to check out my others about the University of Guelph on my channel. I think this video is an important one to make because, one, I was feeling some anxiety about not living up to my own expectations for my job, which you'll see later in the video. And two, I want to give you some perspective on why I went into the major that I did, why you should consider that type of major, like what kind of jobs you might be looking for after, and just general perspective on working and being out of school, things like that. So as promised, part 1, the job that I went into university thinking I wanted. When I was a sophomore in high school, so about 14, 15 years old, I job shadowed a family friend who worked for a huge national financial firm. He was a financial advisor, and I job shadowed him for one day, and within like the first 10 minutes, I was like, this is my dream job. I want to do this. He was on the phone a lot talking to clients. When he wasn't on the phone, he was watching financial news and looking at analytics and things like that. And as he was explaining to me why he got into the job, it really aligned with my values. He wanted to be a financial advisor because he wants to help people achieve their dreams and best utilize their money, which I thought was a pretty admirable goal. So since I was 15 years old, I have wanted to be a personal financial advisor. The person that I job shadowed did a lot with high income individuals. He had really, really high income clients. And he did offer me to take over his practice once he retired. We were pretty good family friends, and he didn't have any heirs of any sort to give his practice to. So he was sort of banking on the fact that I was going to go into his business once he retired. It was still many years off at that point when I was 15, so there was time for me to graduate high school, go to college or university, and then get my certifications to become a certified financial advisor. And that sort of brings us to part 2 of my story. So I went through 3 years of university at Guelph. I condensed my schedule, so I got my bachelor's degree in just 3 years and 1 semester. And this last semester over the summer, I only had to take 1 course. It was a scheduling misconflict, so it was a little frustrating, but that meant that I got to stay at home in Ohio and look for an internship because I had enough time to have a part-time job as well as do well in my final course at Guelph. So what was that internship? I was an administrative intern at a family-owned financial group. So a financial group, they do lots of things. There's wealth advisors there, there's support staff, there's client concierge to make sure that the client is happy the entire time. They try to think about everything that their client might need, including trying to minimize tax penalties, making sure that they have enough money for their upcoming expenses, whatever those might be. So there's sort of a holistic financial group. They want to plan for every part of your life, not just the portion of the finances that they have in their control. So it was a really cool place to intern. And I had a really fun time, but something that was really scary about this internship is that it pointed out to me that I might not want to be a financial advisor or a wealth advisor. Now this is really scary because I'm 21, so for 6 years now, I have wanted more than anything else in my life to be a financial advisor, a wealth advisor. And getting closer to the action, I realized that it was a lot of things that I did not feel comfortable doing. It was a lot of sales and schmoozing people and going to events and golf outings, things like that. It wouldn't have to be golf, but to me, I felt uncomfortable whenever I was put in the position of the wealth advisor. While I was there, obviously, I wasn't wealth advising anyone. I don't have any certifications, but oftentimes my manager and the owner of the company tried to give me more experience by putting me more in the position of the wealth advisor, whether that was sitting in on meetings or trying to go out on prospective client meetings to try and bring in new clients. There was a lot of that, and it was really scary, and it was my least favorite part of the internship. When I went into that internship over the summer, I thought, and they thought, that it could turn into a nice long-term job for me. My wealth advisor family friend is not yet ready to retire, so I need a job for the interim period between now, when I need money, and when he retires. So I went into this internship thinking, and they were also telling me that they were thinking that I could potentially have a full-time job there after the internship was over. Unfortunately, I'm still a little broken up about it, but they did not offer me a full-time position. They gave me some really good feedback that I have been thinking about and trying to figure out if I want to work on, if that's something that bothers me about myself, or if that's something that um, I just need to find a different employer that's going to accept that part of myself. So I got a lot of good feedback from this internship, so it was an amazing experience. I had a really fun time over the summer, but it really pointed out some things to me that were scary. And that scariness leads me to my current position. I am very recently a bank teller at a big chain bank in the United States here. And my dream job is not to be a bank teller. But some of the feedback I got from my internship was that I need to get some more client facing experience, talking to clients and possibly in sales. And it seems like a bank teller can offer that to me. Plus, I'm making more than I was at my internship. It's sort of scary to feel like you're going back. Um, you always want to be moving forward in your career. If you're working at Walmart and then you become an accountant, you don't want to go back and work at Walmart again. I don't know. That might be something in my head, but especially with my income, I didn't want to be going down. I wanted to be moving forward because I felt like at this moment it was impossible for me to move forward job steps wise. I felt like intern was a higher position than bank teller. Maybe that's not how you view it, but in my head, that's how I was viewing it. So the saving grace that allowed me to reconcile becoming a bank teller in my head was that it's an increase in pay. Plus, I'm working on things from my internship that I got as feedback by working with clients and working in sales a little bit more, because a bank teller does have to do sales. And I mentioned there, part 4 of this video, what is my dream job? Right now I'm a little confused. I don't really know what my dream job is. Like I said, I thought I wanted to be a wealth advisor, financial advisor in some capacity. It was very scary when I decided that might be a little bit too difficult for me. Right now I'm really taking a break. I wanted to step back and just use the skills that I currently have for my job and not have to learn any new ones, because becoming a wealth advisor, becoming a certified accountant, a lot of these job avenues that I could pursue require more schooling and passing some sort of certification, whatever that is, for that specific job. So right now, even though I do have a job, I am looking for jobs in general accounting. I do think that I'd be really good at that, and that does play into my strengths of being more of an introvert and not having really to do so much sales. Accountants, I'm sure, still have to do sales, but it's more paperwork, which is my favorite thing, and analysis, and making sure that you have all the right pieces, organization, things like that. Those are some things that I think are really big strengths of mine, so I figured that's an avenue that I should explore. So I just wanted to make this video to make sure that you are not getting too hard on yourself, too down on your progress, even though it sometimes feels like you're going backwards, because that's something that I've been really feeling recently. I had about a 2-month gap between when my internship ended and when I became hired as a bank teller, so that felt really bad. Luckily, I live in my parents' basement now, and I didn't have any expenses really that I had to be paying out of pocket for. Plus, I had a couple of the last paychecks from my internship saved, but it put me back on my plan, and that was upsetting, and that was scary. And so I want you to know that I'm here too. If it looks like I have everything together, just know I don't. No one does, no matter how put together they look online or when you see them twice a year at Christmas and Easter, your family members, whoever it is. Just know that every day that you're alive is progress. It doesn't matter if you feel like you're going backwards, just the fact that you made it another day is progress, and I'm proud of you for that. So the moral of this video is that life doesn't always turn out as you expected it to. And I also wanted to share with you a little bit of my job search and job journey post-graduation at the University of Guelph. I think it might be helpful to those of you in the Lang School of Business or in any business degree at any university, just to know that I was in management, economics, and finance. These are the jobs I thought I wanted, these are the jobs that I've had, and these are the jobs that I'm looking for in the future. So hopefully this has left you with a little bit of inspiration. You can feel free to check out my other videos here and here. You can subscribe to my channel right there. And a little apology about the visuals on this video. I woke up in the middle of the night and decided I needed to film this now. So it is 2 in the morning. But hopefully this was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.